Hello everyone. I hope you can all make our lesson at 11:40 today. But if you're not able to, you can watch this video and have a go at the activity. So, here's a starter. Have a look and have a think. Pause the video to answer the question. Which shapes have a vertical line of symmetry? Now remember, vertical means coming down this way. Okay, that's vertical and that's horizontal. And I remember it like you're looking at the horizon, the sun setting on the horizon, which is this one, horizontal, and vertical, which is this one, upright. So have a think, pause the video. Which shapes have a vertical line of symmetry? Play the video once you're ready to find out the answers. Okay, so let's have a think. If we folded this shape in half, would it match up exactly? Yes, it would. What about number 2? If we folded that shape in half, would each side match up exactly? Is it like looking in a mirror? Is it an identical copy? No, this one isn't, because look, this side has got a segment cut out of it, but this side doesn't. So that would not have a vertical line of symmetry. What about this shape? If we folded it in two, would it overlap exactly? Yes. And what about this arrow shape here? Yes, it would. So it's just shape 2 that doesn't have a vertical line of symmetry. It's not the same on both sides of the mirror line. We're going to do a bit of investigating today. We're going to investigate reflective symmetry. So that's having a look and making sure that each side is exactly the same. So we need to know what symmetry means. It's like a reflection in a mirror, isn't it? Okay, it's the same on both sides. I can use a mirror to check if a shape is symmetrical. So you might have a mirror at home that you could use. And we're going to need to plan our ideas carefully. So let's have a think. Look at the examples below. What do you notice? What can you see? What's the same? And what's different about the two pictures? Pause the video and have a little think. Okay, you might notice that both shapes, both pictures are triangles. They've got 1, 2, 3 sides. 1, 2, 3 sides. You might have noticed that inside each of the triangle there are some other small triangles. Let's count. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What about this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 9 smaller triangles. What's the same and what's different about the two pictures? Perhaps you've noticed that in the top triangle, both of the triangles are pink. What about here? Yeah, both of those are the same. On this triangle, we've got a yellow triangle on one side and a yellow triangle on the other side. But this one, we've got a pink and then a yellow. What about the pattern at the bottom? We've got green on both ends of this one, then blue coming inside and the pink in the middle. What about this one here? That's different, isn't it? We've got a yellow and a blue, and then these are green. I'd like us to think about which one of these pictures is symmetrical. So if we folded it in two, which would overlap exactly and be the same on both sides? Have a think. Is it this shape on the left, or is the shape on the right symmetrical? And I've drawn in a mirror line there, so if I put a mirror down the middle here and I looked into it, would it have exactly the same reflection of the colours on the other side? So which one is symmetrical? Hopefully you've seen that this one is symmetrical. Look, we can see on both sides, if we folded it in half, it would overlap exactly with the same colours, because we've got pink and then yellow and then pink and then blue and then green. But here we wouldn't, would we? Because if we folded this in two, we'd have a blue triangle that would be overlapping with a yellow triangle, and that's not symmetrical. The top part is here, and this part would be, wouldn't it? But not the outside too, because they're different colours. So, here's your task for today. I would like you to try and create some symmetrical patterns of your own, and I've put a worksheet up to help you do that on the triangles. Let's have a go together at one first. So I'm going to imagine I've got that line, mirror line, straight down the middle of my triangle. I'm just going to move it over slightly. There it is. Okay, now I'm going to need to colour in this top triangle then, the whole thing. Imagine that I'm colouring that in really nicely. I'm going to colour that whole thing in red. Okay, and I'm just going to use two colours for this one. I'm going to use red and blue. So I'm going to need, again, to keep this colour the same, aren't I, for this triangle. So I'm going to colour that whole one in blue. And then I'm going to have the outside here red again. So that means, that's right, on the other side it needs to be red. I'm going to make this triangle in the middle here blue. And then I'm going to keep these ones blue as well, making sure I stay in the lines. You're going to do this a lot more beautifully than I can on the computer. And then red on the outside. That makes it symmetrical, doesn't it? Okay, I'm going to rub out a little bit there, gone over the lines. So I want you to have a go and see how many patterns you can create. Can you create a symmetrical pattern with just 2 colours, 3 colours and 4 colours? Make sure that you can explain to me how you know that it's symmetrical. How could you check? Could you use a mirror? Could you fold your design in two? I can't wait to see your work. Thanks everyone.